First of all, you don't know me.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, cheering for the right team. Drama queens, smart girl, rough girl, fashion but you're tough girl. You could sit with us, girl. Drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We have a Q&A episode for you. You got me and Robert Buckley, the effervescent ray of sunshine in his yellow jacket, Robert Buckley. And we're excited to get going. Rob, you want to kick us off?
I do. I wanted to sort of jump in the front of the line here, though, with a question of my own. Will you allow it?
I will allow it.
Very well. This one is from me to you. Have you found over the course of doing the Drama Queens podcast that the way that you watch the episodes and take notes in preparation for the podcast has changed? Like, for example, were you taking feverish notes at the beginning because you didn't want to miss a thing, but now you're a senior in class and you can kind of kick back a bit? What's that been like for you?
Yes, that is exactly what it was. I was furiously writing the first probably 6 months that we recorded. I wanted to make sure I got every detail. I was trying to catch themes of the episodes and trying to remember things that were happening behind the scenes and make notes to myself to that. And and then I think I kind of got into a groove with it and started to figure out, okay, it's more of just a conversation. And if something really strikes me or hits me, I can trust myself to just make a quick little note and that'll be an interesting topic of conversation if it comes up. And I do. So now my notes are usually, I write them topically. So I've got each character in the episode and then I just write any notes I have regarding that character's storyline underneath those topics. And they're usually like 2 or 3 words. How are you taking notes now that you're a brand new drama king?
Well, this is why I'm asking, because I always approach everything with I want to be the perfect student. So I have been taking notes like I am a jury in a high-profile case. Yeah, I am taking such feverish notes. It looks like my notebook looks like the scratchings of a madman because I'm just like ferociously writing things down as quickly as I can. But I am also doing that in doing notes like this, I am shortchanging myself a bit of the experience of just sitting back and enjoying the continuous flow of an episode.
Yes. Yeah, so, you can pull more out of it if you just are sitting back and enjoying. But if you totally relax and enjoy, I mean, maybe not for you, but for me, it'll be over and then I forget everything.
Yes, I tend to do extremes. So right now I'm on the extreme of I want to be perfect and not miss a single thing. And I'm sure somewhere between that and I'll just watch it and I'll remember it, laissez-faire, whatever. We'll get there. Okay, enough of me. Yeah. Emily, our listener Emily, has a wonderful question. Austin Nichols starred in Holiday in the Sun with Mary, Kate, and Ashley. Woo!
Oh,
which
really?
is truly iconic. Yeah, I had the same reaction. And I watch it regularly with friends. That was Emily saying that, not me. If you could choose to cast yourself in a timeless teen movie from the 90s or early 2000s, which one would you choose and which character would you have wanted to play?
Oh, that's so good.
This is a great question.
What a good question. Oh my gosh. Timeless teen movie from 90s to early aughts.
I think I have one.
Okay, I have one too. Go.
Okay. She's All That. Because when I watched She's All That, not only was Freddie Prinze Jr. so cool, but he also was a good guy.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where he goes to a sort of a theater show that she wants him to go at, and she coaxes him up on stage. Yes, and he hacky sacks while talking. He's kind of like waxing poetic, and I just remember being in a movie theater because I grew up playing soccer, going. Not realizing how insert shots work, but going, Freddie Prinze Jr. can hacky sack so well. He's so cool. Besides the fact he gets the girl at the end and she's pretty when she takes off her glasses and lets her hair down. Just the fact that he was a good hacky sacker and he seemed really cool in school. Yes. I remember thinking, I want to be that guy.
You would have been great in that movie, in that part too. You really would have. I think you would have been so dreamy and fun to watch. I would have put your picture up out of Teen Beat on my wall when I was a little girl. if I watched you in that movie. You would have been great.
Are you listening, Hollywood? How about you? What's your movie?
10 Things I Hate About You. That movie was everything. When I was obsessed with Shakespeare, and obviously it's not all in Shakespearean, although I guess I could also say Romeo and Juliet. I really would have loved to do that one, but I was younger. I think I would have been too young at the time. I was probably 15 when it came out. But yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You. I actually auditioned for Alex Olyanek's part. Is that her name? Alexis Olyanek,
sure.
Maybe the one who played her younger sister. But I think Julia and I are the same age. But I would have wanted to play the Julia Stiles part, the cat part. Yeah, come on, like opposite Heath Ledger, and been able to be this uptight girl who sort of relaxes into herself. I think it's great. It's a fun part. I would have loved it.
Have you seen this movie, Holiday in the Sun?
Never.
Yeah, well, I got to add that to my queue because I haven't seen it either, but Austin's great, so. And let's be honest, the Olsen twins, come on. I don't ever miss a movie.
Did I ever tell you about when I got mistaken for the Olsen twins? But like, I mean, people tell me all the time. They're like, which, like, oh, like, are you Mary Kate or whatever? And more so, but when the show was on, I was in the audience at a Broadway show, and this girl walks up to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, can I get your autograph?" And One Tree Hill was on the air, so I was like, "Oh, sure." And I signed her program and I handed it back to her, and she goes, "Which one are you?" I was like, "What do you mean? Which one are you? Are you Mary Kate or are you Ashley? Sorry, I can't tell the difference." I was like, "I'm Mary Kate."
Yay, good for you. She's going to go back and show her mom and go, "She spells her name so differently than I would have expected."
So funny. Okay, listen, Ariel wants to know, if you started your own reality show, what would it be about and who would you have in the show?
Oh, well, I have a quick answer for this one. It would just follow Jenny and I. Jenny is being my wife, because we just make each other laugh a lot, and we're very irreverent, and we're also two exhausted, tapped out parents. And so we kind of constantly say, I feel like this would just be funny for people to watch this happen.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny and relatable. Life. Yeah.
I could see that. I could buy that.
How about you?
Oh my gosh. I think honestly, watching middle school productions, like middle school plays, get put on, now that my daughter is she's going into 8th grade, but I've been watching how these things go, and all of the characters, like all the moms and the high schoolers that come in to help out, and the personality dynamics of all the different people that weigh in on, and there's always it's like the Waiting for Guffman, like there's always the people that take it really seriously, and then there's people who just do not care at all, but they're the ones that are moving the set pieces around, and they're just standing backstage while the set, the lights have gone out, the house is full, the sets need to be changed, and they're on their phone just like standing in the corner talking to their girlfriend and like scrolling through and forgetting that they have to be out on stage moving furniture. It's so great. I feel like that would just be really fun to watch all that drama unfold.
I also think you would be fantastic as a judge on a cooking show.
I want that job.
Because you are very good in the kitchen. You know how to cook, you know how to bake, and I think you are funny. You are very honest. You have this wonderful blend of, it's almost like European honesty, but like Southern genteel hospitality. So I would love just to hear, I would love to listen to you talk about a bad dish.
Thanks, Rob. Oh, man, I do. I would love that job.
Emily asks, if the world collapsed in a Walking Dead kind of way, how would you do? Do you immediately build a new city? Do you fight and kill others to get stuff? Especially Robert, how would you survive without all the food? What's your survival plan?
All of the foods.
Thank you, Emily, for acknowledging the fact that food is, in fact, the most important thing to me. How would I do? I mean, listen, what's my survival plan?
Zombie apocalypse survival plan. Go.
I would become a jester of sorts. I would just be there to cheer people up and to hopefully get food from whoever had it. I would be the irreverent guy, because listen, it's already an apocalypse. We need someone to lighten the mood. Okay. So I'm the guy who comes in just riffing about nonsense and then asking for a Hot Pocket.
We'd start a troupe because I would sing and you could do the stand up and we would just have a little troupe. We could go around, find some other fun artists who just want to, make everybody happy for 10 minutes in their zombie infested lives.
Yeah. We don't want your gasoline or, or anything else. We just want to entertain you and make you laugh.
We sing for snacks.
And then just give us some Hot Pockets and Pop-Tarts and we're out of here.
Sign me up.
I would do terribly, in short. I would do terribly.
No, we'd survive. I think we'd survive because even the zombies would take pity on us. Sarah wants to know if for any reason you couldn't act now with all of your life experience, what would you like to do? You want to work another job, coach, teach, become an accountant? Oh, God, no. I would never be good at that. Or just retire and enjoy life.
That's such a good question, Sarah.
Lovely.
Oof. If I couldn't act, I came from consulting and it was soul crushing. I've thought when times have gotten slow in this industry, I've started to play that game with myself of, okay, what's my pivot here? What do I have? And teaching is a pleasant one. I think teaching in theory sounds great. I don't know how I would do with teaching in reality, but the idea of teaching sounds nice to me. I think teaching is far harder than my brain sort of romanticizes it to be. Yeah,
because it's not just giving a lecture. You actually have to, get to know the students, invest in their lives. I mean, I'm sure it's incredibly enriching in so many personal ways, but it's not just being a guest lecturer that goes in and out. You're really invested.
Yeah, and I had a friend who was a teacher, and she said the hardest part of her job was dealing with the parents of the students. Yeah. And I had never even thought about that you have 30 sets of parents who want to give you notes or give you feedback. And I would imagine that gets pretty trying. So what we're saying, teachers out there, is that we appreciate you. Yeah. You're doing a heck of a job.
That's right. That's right. I would, I have to say, since I started working on my book, I've always written. I started writing novels when I was 12 and scripts and songs, and I've always been writing, but I kind of have always kept everything really tucked away. And this is not the first book I wanted to write, but it is. And since I started working on it, I've realized how much I really love writing. And I've always wanted to just write novels and murder mysteries and create stories. So to write a story of my own about my own life has been a really nice way to introduce me to the structure and the timelines and learning how to edit myself and all those things. I've learned so much. And honestly, I really, really believe if I wasn't acting, and even if I continue to act, that'll be a major part of my life. I would love to just be a lady in a cabin that writes books. I would love it.
Erica writes in, aside from you guys on the podcast, who do you keep up with and text the most from the cast?
Aw. Paul Johansson for me. I mean, he's my BFF, ride or die. Like, I love that guy.
Funny enough, Paul Johansson is the one I have most recently spoken with.
Really?
I text him after he was on last season just to say, hey man, it was so good to listen to your episode. I miss you. I hope you're great. And then so he called me back and we spoke like 2 days ago and just had a lovely catch up.
Yeah, he's
great.
Such a wealth of knowledge. He's so interesting. He's been through so much and seen so much and has so many opinions and is also so curious and open to changing his mind. He's just a really good quality person. Love that guy.
And you know who else lately I've gotten very close to?
Who?
Tyler Hilton.
Yes.
It all started on the Drama Queens tour when we were hanging out.
Had you guys never met before then?
We had crossed paths, but sort of like at conventions where it's, oh, hey, you were on the show too. And I'm sure we met each other on the show, but we had always sort of been ships in the night. And then I remember after the first show we did on the road, he and I were in a taxi, I think going back to the hotel or something. And truly, I remember in my heart feeling, this guy is supposed to be in my life.
Wow.
This is a friend. And I even said it out loud. And we've gotten really close. And so I talk with Tyler almost every day.
Do you really?
Yeah, where like, it's great. He introduced me to voice notes. So sometimes we both wear night guards when we sleep. So it'll just be one of us. Hey, night guard crew, just hope you had a great day, buddy. I love you. Or it's like, we just shoot texts or voice notes throughout the day, or we'll talk. And it's great because we're both dads. We both have a lot of things in common. And it's just, he's another guy. He was my brand where it's like big open heart, feelings, funny. He's lovely.
It's a built-in support system. It's so important to have a support system like that, especially when you're a new parent. But I can see that. I really see the similarities in you guys and how you can complement each other. You're both so intelligent and quick, but really, as you say, open-hearted and kind-hearted. And you both give people the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like you look at the world through this kind of cockeyed, interesting lens. So I'm sure there's plenty of fodder for comedy and conversation between you both. And you're really loyal and loving to the people in your lives. But there's a through. I mean, there's a lot of people in the world who bear those characteristics, but there's a through line of similarity in the way that you behave that I can see that. I'm so happy that you're really close friends. I love that.
Yeah, right. Thank you, One Tree Hill.
Aw, just keeps giving and giving and giving.
It does. All of our reunions, or not reunions, but reunions, but the conventions are great like that, aren't they?
Yeah, I've been falling more and more in love with them. I think at first it was just weird. It's weird to go back to a place where, you remember this. It's like we would do these conventions within 2 years of the show ending. And it was like, I don't know. I just felt awkward about it. I didn't know how I was supposed to feel about it. And once I let that go and stopped worrying, how are you supposed to feel about this? What am I supposed to do with this? What's the appropriate way to behave? How should we? I just let all that stuff go. And I would say in the last 5 years, the more we've done these, the more I've just really enjoyed showing up to see my friends and to see all these amazing people who turn up for us the way that you fans right now, listeners, turn up to listen to our show. The fact that you guys continue to book plane tickets and come out and give your time and get to know each other and build relationships around something that we built so long ago. It's just amazing.
Yeah. And for anyone who wonders, do we still get along, or come to a convention and just watch, because it's so much love and smiles the whole time. Everyone, same as you, I love going to them now because I walk into the green room and it's like, hi, friends.
Yes.
And whoever I'm doing a picture with, it's like, I haven't seen you in a while. Typically the photographer is like, hey, guys, can you stop talking for a second? We need to take photos. And we're like, oh, that's right. We are actually
totally
having to do something here. But yeah, it's turned into such a cool thing. I like you. I didn't really know what my relationship with conventions was at first. And now I'm like, it's like a 2-day trip to summer camp.
Totally. Yes. And then we all go to dinner afterwards. Oh, it's so great. Well, friends, thanks for listening to this Q&A. We look forward to having you join us again next time. Bye.
See ya.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Don't forget to leave us a review. You can also follow us on Instagram at DramaQueensOTH.
Or email us at dramaqueens@iHeartRadio.com.
See you next time.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, cheering for the right team.